Hello guys, my name is Mukesh Singh and we will be learning CISSP. This is the domain 1 security and risk management and the third session chapter 3 business continuity plan, that is also called as BCP. So what is BCP? BCP is to continue our business by preventing the key element of a company. So business continuity plan is also to reduce the risk. ISO 22301 is the business continuity management system. This is the business continuity management system. What does it do? First of all, we need to make a plan to continue our business. So if the business continuity is fail or broken, then business has stopped and now organizes in discovery organization in the digester mode. So when the DRP takes over, business continuity process is to provide quick, calm and efficient response. In case your business goes stop, we should have some business continuity plan for it, and then after that there is a DRP used to be there, that is a emergency management procedure. So let's talk about in detail in the coming slides. BCP stands for business continuity plan. It provides procedure for how employer and employees. Okay, so a procedure for both employer and employees. They will be stay in touch and keep doing their jobs in the event of disaster and emergency. So in any case a disaster took place. Disasters can be a natural and man-made. Let's talk about it first. Disasters. So natural disaster is the one like earthquake, hurricanes and flood, and accident, fire and utility. And man-made are the malicious like sabotage, terrorism, cyber attack, or market supplier, competitor, consumer trends, or political legislation. So if such kind of incident occurs, employer and employee should be aware of the business continuity plan, that what need to be done and how they will communicate to each other. So for example, if there is a natural disaster, like these or the things happen, so how employer and employee communicate to each other, how they can come out with that natural disaster. So they should have a business continuity plan for it. So that is the one. And second thing is, the if the incident happen like fire or utility outage, so how they can keep communicating to the team, employer and employee, and how they can come out of it. But first of all, the business continuity plan is, what is the priority? Priority is not like that earthquake happens and you start looking for the company's server or database. The first priority is the people. You should look for your teams and everyone. There should be a business continuity plan. It's happened like first priority is the people, and second is IT recovery, information and assets. So recovering them, you can look for business continuity plan, like identify the key assets, vital services, threat, risk. First of all, that can be done before. Business continuity plan is the one. Risk planning. Risk planning is what? Risk planning is like ID risk, mitigation risk, response and recovery plans. What could be the recovery plans for natural or man-made disasters? Staff, how to communicate to the staff, and training for fire. If there is a natural disaster or a accidental disaster like fire is there, so there should be a good occupational health and safety or fire and safety training for the staff, and how they can communicate during that disasters, and then update periodically. So those are the things to keep in mind. So let's talk them more in detail. Business continuity process as identified by CISSP is number one, project scope and planning, business impact assessments, continuity planning, and approval and implementation. So these are basically divided into the 4 categories. Project scope and planning. So let's talk about the first one, project scope and planning. Business organizational analysis analyzes the BCP process for each department who are responsible for core service, critical service support, So they analyze it first of all, like for example IT, system support, operational department, analyzing the business organization analysis. Second is BCP team analysis. You have to analyze this, we are talking about this one here, this is the first step. Second is looking for IT head, HR head and managers is the one. So third one is the resource requirement. One of the team has done with BOA now. BOA stands for business organization analysis. Now we assessment for the resource required by BCP, business continuity plan, because an effective business continuity plan required large amount of resources. So you want to continue your business and disasters happen, it can be man-made or natural cause or anything. So by looking to your business organization analysis, BCP team selection, resource requirement, and then legal and regulatory requirements. What are continue the business with law, rules and regulation. For example, if service level agreement is there, then we must have to follow that. So what need to be done first, that is the BCP process. Second is business impact assessment is the one. BIA is heart of the work. Business impact assessments, clear from the name itself, what to be recovered, it should be on our priority list. How soon it to be recovered, like for example if there is a air crash, then what to be recovered, the first thing to recover is the black box, we know that, isn't it? So similarly, if there is a business continuity plan and disaster recovery plan in the company, what to be recovered soon, after the people what to be recovered, the database to be recovered, the servers to be recovered, infrastructures to be recovered. So that we will be talking about how soon it to be covered. Okay, that is another things here, depends on how critical your information is. Identify the resources are critical and threat to the resource. So how critical and how it's the national security or what, how valuable your data is. Next is quantitative decision making, data has value. You know, if it is a bank and it does have some value, or it is confidential data, classified data, so but that need to be sure how value it is and how soon it need to be recovered. Next is here like qualitative decision making, non-numerical value like emotional, confidence, stability, honor, respect. You know, sometimes the data don't have value but does have emotions, okay, or stability, honor and respect. So this is also a qualitative decision making. So number note here is risk analysis can be done by the technical report, but business impact is always be the business report. Okay, so analysis, who does the analysis is the technical report. Okay, A is identify the priority. Business continuity plan team sit down and draw the list of asset and then assign the value of the assets. You know, when you are making a business continuity plan, then the team need to be sit down and then assessing a value that prioritize them, that what are the things who is holding the maximum value and what are the things you have to be recovered first. So that is the one. After I think those priority comes after the people. So people are the first priority, and then looking for your gadgets or assessing the values. MTD, maximum tolerance downtime, is the one, maximum length of a time in which business can continue in case of disruption. So this cannot be look, for example, this is a disaster recovery is there, or for example fire is there, or for example the virus or a hacker put your entire system down. So what maximum tolerance downtime, what exactly you see, like after 5 hours or after 24 hours you want your systems to be up again. So there should be a maximum tolerance downtime, it should not affect your business. So you should have a proper plan for it. And then the next one is RTO, time period in which business process must be recovered. So recovery time for the business, you should put a time frame for it by looking to your business, that how long you can give maximum, so your clients and your customers can start accessing it back. So business as usual, if you look your business as usual, the stage number 1, first picture, at this stage all systems are running, production and working correctly. So your machines are running, computers are running, servers are running, everything is working fine. But if you look to the digesters occur in there, so what happen is, this is the digester occur. So how long you are putting a time frame, okay, in 10 or 15 minutes everything is going to back in a normal. So after that your machines will be running fine, your user will be accessing it. Like you see, recovery point object, determine the maximum acceptable amount of data loss measured in time. For example, the maximum tolerance data loss is 15 minutes. So it can vary, depends on the companies to companies. Okay. What is the continuity planning? Continuity planning is strategies development. Number 1, provisioning and process. People must be safe in first priority. Okay, there is no more priority than the people. Building and facilities, infrastructure. Plan approval, there should be a plan, it should be approval for it. Plan implementation, training and plan approval and implementation. Okay. So these are the business continuity plan. If you can go back, you see business continuity plan. Here is the digester, threats are there, identify them, and risk planning need to be done. Then if you look to those options here, business as usual, incident occur, how long it take to recover from the digester recovery point, and continuity planning. Thank you very much. Next we will be talking about final law, regulation and compliances. Thank you.